What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new to the channel too and want to hit that subscribe button, that would help me out immensely. Didn't think I'd be posting this video so soon. I wanted to wait until the next project slash dream car came into the port to film this video, but that's going to be maybe a month and a half to 2 months, and I personally don't think I can wait that long. But before we continue this video, I need to go pay the company because they bought the car for me and now I am in debt to them, and I hate that feeling. So before we continue, let me run to my bank and pay off the new car. On a side note, just want to thank everybody so much for the hype for the Skyline's new motor. If you haven't seen the last video, the other week Warren and I picked up an RB25. The head is fully built and has had all the machine work done to it. We got adjustable cam gears by each Tomei Japan camshafts and SuperTech valve springs and retainers. The head is capable of making almost 800 horsepower, so I am incredibly stoked on that. We'll be doing an RB rebuild trigger kit and doing the GTR R35 coils. In terms of the block, it's a different story. The block has to be completely machined, bored out, and all the work in between. In terms of the internals, I will be running, we already have the lightened and rebalanced RB25 crankshaft, the N1 Nismo pump. I will be going with Wiseco pistons and BC rods. We'll make the block as bulletproof as possible. In terms of the transmission, I hit up Jesse Streeter, who sourced me a ER34 transmission, which came in the GTT RB25 Neo for a good price. I just let him know that I'm interested in it, but I'm not ready to commit because we are, again, picking up a new build for the channel, and the RB25 here is sort of a back burner project until I figure out the full extent of the damage happened to my RB20. All right, just got done with the bank. That wire transfer took like almost 45 minutes. Just gotta wait a couple of days for one bank to get the money, and then the other bank will send money to Japan. So I'm incredibly stoked on that. Warren and I are going to go eat some sandwiches, and then we'll go in depth about the new project car. Itadakimasu. Awesome. All right, all documentation is signed, all money has been transferred to the company's bank. Now we play the 1 to 2 month waiting game. So some backstory before I reveal the car. It was last week, a Tuesday, just minding my own business. By the way, I sold my 1999 Honda Prelude to sort of fund this build and just have extra money in my pocket. I was gonna make a whole video about it, but it already blew up on social media, so it is what it is. New owner is taking great care of it, and again, he's one of my best friends. So it was last week Tuesday. I just hit up this company called Midori Works, and they participate in the Japanese auctions and are finding cars finding cars locally in the area. I hit them up, said, hey, there is this car that I'm interested in. And they said, cool, we'll pay a $2,000 deposit and we will go ahead and source you the car. PayPal them the $2,000. They sourced me a car. They pulled up one of the cars I liked. It looked great in pictures from every angle. As they went more in depth with the inspection, they said, hey, I don't think this car is worth the money, though it is cheap for what it is. I don't think it would be a great participant for your new daily slash project car. I was like, cool, no worries. And they said, hey, we are going through the Japanese auction today. Here are 2 potential candidates that kind of fit what you're going for. I ended up bidding on one of the 2 cars. The first car I liked sold, but the second car I obviously won. And I won this car incredibly, don't want to say cheap, but a very, very low price. I hopped in this car because this car stateside would obviously sell between $25,000 and $32,000. I did have plans to potentially just buy this car and then flip it because I would make a crazy profit on it, but I feel like this car is meant to be for me. So I told you in the beginning of the year, I wanted either a Honda Prelude SIR or a JZX100 Toyota Chaser. And the car I got was neither of those. I actually got this car right here. So this is a 1997 JZX100 Mark II Tour V, and I won this car at auction, landed in Long Beach, California, with all the import documentations, Japan side, for $15,450. So I won the car, I think for, I want to say $11,500 or $12,500, and then plus their commission fee, plus documentation, shipping, all that fun stuff. Yes, the Tour V Mark II is automatic, but it has full service records. I believe it is a grade 3.5. There is no rust on the chassis besides like minimal surface rust. I know the passenger side front guard has a little dent on it from the pictures I saw. In terms of the motor, we got the 1JZ VVTi, so single turbo, which I'm super stoked on. It has, in terms of miles, about 85,000 miles, which isn't too bad. Again, full service history on everything. Aftermarket floor mats, I think they are D-Max. As you can see in the pictures that I'm posting, I'm just kind of putting them on the top of my head. It does have an aftermarket intercooler, and it has aftermarket gauges. I'm assuming maybe water temp, boost, and probably oil pressure. There's like 3 gauges on the dash there. So again, like I got this car for 15 grand landed, which I'm incredibly grateful for. If you know how much the JZX100s Tour Vs are selling for in the States, they are going between $22,000 to almost $32,000, whether they be automatic or with the R154. It's just crazy, and for me to have acquired this car at such a great deal is just mind-blowing. Really puts me in perspective of like just starting my own importing company, but still be a little bit honest with like my prices. It's just crazy. I don't see why people are paying so much of a markup to get these cars stateside, because I know they get them at auction, then they pay the fees, and they pay the shipping fees, and then they gotta pay a broker fee and then get the car. Completely understand that, but at the end of the day, it just seems so wrong to have marked up these cars so much. Whew. So, plans are right now are to wait for them to ship the car. I'll let you guys know in like later videos. Wait the month to 2 months that they told me. Wait for it to reach Long Beach, California. The boys and I are going to take my truck. I'm going to rent a trailer somewhere. We're going to drive from Arizona to California, Long Beach. To the port, I need to hit up a broker to finalize all the legal documentations for the Mark II. And then I need to pay someone to go into the port and pick up the Mark II for me, grab the Mark II, and we'll take it home. So I'm super stoked. Again, I was told the Mark II is in great shape. When we get it back, we'll do, of course, a full A to B rundown on the car. At this time, I'm just going to stock up on all of the fluids, all the plugs, pretty much anything maintenance-wise. I just want to do that first. I know, again, that the chassis and the motor itself is all stock. And in the midst of everything, I'm going to start buying all the parts OEM from Toyota for the swap. Hit up Drift HQ for the R154, and then I know I can buy the clutch pedal, the slave, the reservoir, and everything else in between, brand new from Toyota, so that makes life a lot easier. In terms of the plans for the car, pretty much going to do exactly what I did to the Skyline, minus the big turbo and fueling. I want to overhaul the entire suspension like I normally do. I already hit up Mastermind USA for DBN Sports Kit for it, get me a price quote. I know lead shipping times are between 6 to 9 months. In terms of the color I want to do the Mark II, It is two-toned. I've always wanted to do a two-toned car. I was thinking about swapping it to a solid color or just repainting the whole car the same two-tone color, but instead of having the white and gray or like the beige and gray, put a lot of pearlescent and sparkle in it. I think that'd be very unique, but still planning everything out. So suspensions, body kit, wheel, and manual swap, and we'll either keep it or we'll sell it because I am itching to buy more right-hand drive cars. So that is pretty much it. I did really want the Chaser, but everybody is importing Chasers, and I honestly haven't been seeing a whole lot of Mark IIs in the States so far, and even in my town. But it is what it is. So thank you everybody again for the continuous love and support. I hope you're all just as excited for what's to come for the channel and for myself as an individual throughout the rest of the year. We have a lot on our plate. I'm picking up more jobs. I'm expanding my business. We need to build the RB25. We need to get the R32 Skyline back and running. And now we have to, well, not have to, but now we are going to be building one of my dream cars, the GZX 100 Mark II Tour V. Super stoked on that. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for the continuous love and support. And if you're new to the channel too and want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And remember, aim high, drive low. We'll catch you next video. Take care.